Alright, now that I've put my sound up, never know in person. Guess I'll turn down my headphones a little bit. Hey guys, hey, how you doing? Hey, it's me, it's Taiga. How you guys doing? I did not think, well, I knew this was going to be late, which is very unfortunate on my end. But if that only matters if you're watching live, which 99% of you are not. So hey, video watchers. Hope this came out on like a good day for you. So I'm always kind of hoping that your day is made better by this. Oh shit! Well, I had the unfortunate pleasure, I don't know, to hear the latest episode while I was putting some stuff together, and now I hate it. I hate my audio mix, and I'm very, very quickly going back to like, maybe if I could just fucking pre-record, and then I can run it through what is it called again? Pro Tools, and then I swear this time I'll do it. I know I will. Just have to ignore it. I'll have to ignore it and be fine with the sound that we have. Anyway, we are continuing on. Hello game. Okay, there it is. With a new loop. I'll actually hold on. I was doing some looking around for the thumbnail. I think I just want to double check to make sure it's not like this. We're gonna hang out with her. I think it was Makidera. Have you heard familiar voice? Zuri. Damn it. Zuri Tosa. Hold on, let me kind of get back already. Yeah, okay. So for some reason, the way that I have this set up, okay, so while I'm explaining myself, I'm going to be skipping all this. For some reason, my, is this new? It has to be, right? What did you do for lunch? It's been a long time since I was in the cafeteria. It's supposed to be set meal every day. This feels new. Okay, you know what? Gotta read this bit. For some reason, some of the I was looking through the game to do some to look for art for the thumbnail, which ended up being its own can of worms. I can't explain it right now. But it seemed like it didn't save some of the things that I did, so I'll have to go through memory to re-trigger any flags that I may have triggered last time. Although, I will say, I don't remember this so far. Anyway, what should I do for lunch? It's been a long time since I went to the cafeteria, and I suppose I could have that B-set meal where everything in it tastes like meat, but not really that hungry. I guess I'll decide after I find something to eat with first. Someone to eat with first. Oh, there's Tosaka. Maybe not. It's lunchtime already. Still, she's the same as I saw her in the morning, staggering around the halls, barely awake. Quite unbecoming of our school's #1 honor student. Wait, something about her is off. Hold on, you gotta check something. Sorry, hold on. My desk setup is a rat's nest. Here we go. That's slightly embarrassing. Anyway. What's wrong, Tosaka? Oh, Emi-kun. When she hears my voice, Tosaka's back to her usual self again. Her in-school act of false modesty is the same as ever, but there's definitely something not quite right. From the look on your face, you seem pretty worn out. Are you okay? Comments about a girl's face should not be made so lately, Shirou. What are you saying's wrong with me? Well, it's pretty clear how bad her condition is, but I can't say that. And thus, Tosaka Rin changes back to her usual impeccable self. What was wrong with earlier? Well, that's fine and all. What are you gonna do for lunch? I was thinking of having it on the roof. Were you going to with someone else? Nah, let's have lunch together. Just let me buy my share and then we can go. Thus agreed, we part ways. This is actually, like, slightly familiar. I go to the cafeteria to buy sandwiches of bread and 2 cups of tea for me and Tosaka. It'll cool soon, and she'll start complaining. Try my best not to keep her waiting and hurry up. Well, oh, no. Going up the stairs, Tosaka looks dizzy again. I wonder what she was doing all night. Oh, shit. Before my very eyes, Tosaka collapses, like a toy that had his batteries yanked out. I rush up to her. She had fallen just as she had reached the top of the stairs. Tosaka, are you okay? This isn't like her. I really should have told her to have some rest instead. As I lift up her body, I notice she has a fever. This both feels familiar and unfamiliar. She doesn't seem to be conscious. I can't let her just lie here. I should carry her to the infirmary. I'm sorry, Tosaka. Tosaka, I apologize as I lift her up. I could feel the strength draining from her body, but even as she goes slack, she remains surprisingly light in my arms. As she opens her eyes, she whispers, "Oh fuck, what was that? You don't have to do it like this." Quit bluffing. Aren't you feeling bad? Yeah, a little. She's lying limp in my arms. I'm worried about the glances I'm getting, but if I don't get Tosaka to the infirmary quickly, her condition may worsen. Shirou. Yeah, I do remember doing this earlier, but not last week. Interesting. After leaving Tosaka at the infirmary, I wait outside in the corridor. In my hand, I hold out on our uneaten lunches. Until I know how she's doing, I can't go on eating it calmly. Our tea has, of course, gone cold now. Yo, Tosaka, how you feeling? Although the color hasn't completely returned to her face, she's walking more steadily now, and she doesn't look like she's in danger of falling over again. Shirou, you haven't eaten lunch yet? I was waiting for you. I see. Let's go then. And with that, she starts walking away. Tosaka had been in the infirmary for no more than 10 minutes. Isn't she overdoing it? Is this really alright for her to be walking around like this? Keeping my voice down, I call out to her. Hey, if you're feeling that bad, I can carry you on my back. I can't trouble you that much, Shirou. Come over here. We go to a corner of the roof where we're unlikely to be spotted by the others. Going this far out must mean she doesn't want anybody to overhear our discussion. Tosaka, did you catch a cold coming back from England? That's right, I do remember. You must have lost your vigilance on the way back, and your health took a turn for the worse. That's the reason why, isn't it? No reply. I sit beside her and nibble at some bread. Without any conversation, it feels really uncomfortable. Oh, yeah, here's the drink I bought. Here. It's gone cold, so it must be less than half as thankful. You must be less than half as thankful as you would have been if it weren't. Thanks. She thanks me meekly. She's been so listless ever since I ran into her earlier. The lack of her usual vigor is making me feel awkward, too. Sorry for being a burden earlier, Emi-kun. Oh, it's nothing. It's like 0, right? In fact, it's a rare sight to get a chance to hold Tosaka like that. A good side benefit. It's as you say, Emi-kun. Coming up. Isn't there like a... Auto-read, skip extra. Auto-read on off. Whatever. Fine. Then I felt I was getting sick again. So go touch his arm. Her arm to hurt to the point of her collapsing could only be a serious fracture. But if you think of what else is in her arm, the cause becomes clear. Is it your family crest? This is something. Hold on, I got it. I'm checking the tapes. Hopefully, you can't hear this when I do it. Yeah, it's something else immediately. That's weird. Hmm. Although I will say, in last week's recording, it looks like this one was one that I already did before. Which is interesting. It's a little worrying that it's forgetting all sorts of shit that I've already done here and there. I do remember all this. Actually, hold on. Now I'm checking it in a different context. If it's not one that I have uh, done live yet, maybe I should read it anyway. This is my first time going through old videos. So it's not on that one. Would it be this one? Oh, shit. I tend to not like going through my old stuff because I was there when it was recorded, so really weird for me to do it. But I swear to God, I already did this one. Oh, you know what? Hold on. That's a way that I can figure it out. Hold on. Okay. Where is? Sorry that we're just staring at the this image of the toe socket like this, with quiet wind in the background. Where did I leave it? There and uh, there and there. Holotraxia. Yeah, that's right. There's the one with Ryder and Caster, and then Ryder's Vaccine. One day someone will see that. Uh, there's the one with the girl, and then Taiga's friends, and then the trio about that. Oh, really? Interesting. And then this is the first one. Yeah, it's the first of that. Okay. So this one has been read on stream. I just don't know when. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm skipping this. Strange. And then this one, which is the promise Shirou makes to Taiga about leaving and shit. Yay. Okay. Interesting. This didn't happen last time. Shit. Okay, hold on. 'Cause I wanted to see problem resolved. Gives got that sub-team permission for training camp somewhere. Oh, did that flag go? No. Oh. Eh. Wanted to do the camp tonight. And whatever. Let's hang around. Let's talk with Raider. Oh. Who wants to see? Do I dare? Okay, hold on. I need to borrow an asset for a second. Stream's gonna get weird for a little bit here. Hold on. Need to borrow. Let's get the slightly transparent one. Copy. And wow, this one's just fucking full of shit, huh? Paste. We'll call it a duplicate. And perfect. Actually, I can shrink that down a little bit. Yeah. Seeing how this probably looks on stream and recording. But it's something that needs to be done if we're gonna do this. Trust me. And I'll do it like that. Fine, whatever. Now, can we still see this? A stream setup is very temperamental. State Island. Yeah, there. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I accidentally moved it down. Yeah, there it is again. Okay. Not much to ask. Why don't we go for a bath? He said, knowing what's about to happen. All right. It's the second swallow, baby. Poor choice of words. Anyway, there's a lot going on, but even so, let's take a bath. Damn it, I was hoping you do it like that. Okay. Finally, a break. It's good to rest a tired body at the end of the day. It's already been half a year since the number of female occupants in my home dramatically increased. Every day's been really lively and fun, but there are times when I just want to unwind and relax by myself as well. Oh, Shirou? Yeah. You know what? For right now, it's probably fine. Huh? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Even though I'm usually careful about this, I'm repeating the same mistakes. I apologize. I'm not sure. I apologize. I'm not sure what we are apologizing for, but as you can see, I am occupied right now. No, I didn't say anything. I can't see anything other than the outline of your body besides the bubbles, so it's entirely, totally, completely safe. Just being safe now. Of course, this is why if your business with me is not urgent, I would prefer if you would wait for me until after I'm finished. Right. I mean, what I mean is, this was not on purpose. Is that so? It is. Thank God you understand. Shout out enjoy. Thank God. If my follow-up had been a second later, I would have gone straight for a dead end. I'm sorry that I did not understand well. No, it's just that I didn't know that you'd gone in first. If you simply observe the hamper, I believe it should be immediately clear, though. Even though we're both naked, she's so calm at a time like this. Still dealing with the shock on various levels. Sorry for not checking. I'm gonna go now. I'm just lucky it wasn't Sakura or Tosaka. If that were the case, it would probably turn into utter chaos with loud screaming and lightning shooting everywhere. Well, I'll apologize properly later. I awkwardly turned back. Only my upper body moved. For some reason, my legs didn't follow. Shirou? Feeling my balance collapse, my body instinctively stiffens at the incoming shock of impact on the hard tiles. However, I didn't fall over as my feet were stuck to the floor. No way. No, they really were stuck. I'll take this back out for a second, because there's nothing to see. I couldn't feel my body from the waist down. It felt as though my body was part of the ground. Shirou, what's the matter? Oh shit, we're back. Oh. And the mist is clearing some. Ryder, where are your glasses? Oh, you mean the Mystic Eye Killers? Yeah, those. They fog up from the steam, so I left them outside. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's only natural. I'm just gonna move it a little. Nope, that's the wrong element. Nope, this one. See, she's not wearing them. Just gonna keep it there. Yeah, that's only natural. It's not like she's nearsighted, and that really isn't any. And there really isn't anyone who would wear glasses in the bath anyway. Right, and there's no one here to see my mystic eyes either, so there's no need to worry about an accident, even if I release them here. Well, that's only if they're idiot intruders like me. So I wasn't the only one who wanted to relax in the bath. Mystic eyes. Oh! Shirou! The calm woman widens her eyes at a rare loss of composure. Just wait a little longer. Don't look here, Ryder. There was no point in closing my eyes, because I'd already received the curse of petrification from seeing Ryder just now. No, it's too late. When it has gone this far, the petrified part will not return to normal even if I close my eyes. No way! I'd prefer if you did not raise your voice too much. If Sakura were to come in, there would surely be a misunderstanding. Yeah, okay, I see. It's already up to my waist! Even the towel I had on before is turning to stone. That I have to mention right now. Just what kind of logic is this supposed to follow? Don't worry, although there are individual differences, that kind of change from a normal phenomenon that happens to everyone. Not knowing the mechanism behind it probably makes you feel uneasy, but since this is a natural phenomenon, there's no need to be embarrassed or worried even if you're teased. What are you talking about? Anyway, get me out of here, please! I see. Then there's no other choice. Ryder shakes her head, making her hair flow like a river of purple, and turns to face the mirror on the wall. I'm a bit reluctant to do this since I don't like mirrors, but... Eyes reflected in the mirror were stained crimson as if bloodshot. And then the vine-like encroachment climbing up my body stopped as though it had been cut off at the root. Shit. There. You saved me, Ryder. It was still in its initial stages, so it should clear away soon with your body's magic resistance. If it had reached your heart, then it would have been dangerous. Shirou? Ryder restlessly surveyed her surroundings and stood up nervously. What's wrong? It's nothing to worry about. I will be getting up for... Whoa, be careful! Her soap-covered foot slipped on a bucket, and so a fully naked Ryder fell against me. Flushed and dizzy, Ryder clings herself to the upper part of my body, which had not been petrified and retains sensation. Her bountiful chest, much like the water balloons packed to their limits with hot water, were squished and distorted in the space between our bodies. And I'm gonna do this first. Okay. My heart was about to burst from the excitement, and the blood rushed back to my petrified lower half, rushed through my head twice as fast. Pardon me, Shirou. That's a mirror. What you're leaning on is me. Your petrified body has collapsed. The texture's unusual. That's the bathtub. More importantly, your chest. Whoa. Yeah, I'm aware of that. You really should calm down, Shirou. Trying to juggle two things at once. Ooh, shit. Oh, shit. This one. That was clearly not on purpose? Being careful not to look at her defenseless naked body, I grasped her thin hand. Ryder squinted her eyes at me, but the direction she was looking was a bit off. Ryder, how many fingers am I holding up? 2... 5? As I thought. You can't see. Yeah, I sealed off my magical energy with Breaker Gorgon in order to suppress my mystic eyes. However, losing my eyesight as well was a miscalculation. I see. That's because of me. There's no need to worry. When I release Breaker Gorgon, my eyesight will be restored. Sure, I'm sorry to trouble you, but could you guide me to the dressing room? You can't tell even though the bathroom's so small. Sitting here like this, lacking any sense of direction. It makes the way she moved around in her servant outfit while wearing that blindfold seem like a lie. No, wait. Don't you still have shampoo in your hair? You got in first, so you should probably finish your bath properly. I can just shut my eyes. It's fine. I thank you for your offer, but I cannot wash my hair while my eyes are unable to see. Ryder, if you're that clumsy, then how have you been able to... It's not important right now. Hold on, I'm gonna just lower just a little bit so we can see your face. And a little bit of tasteful. However, Shirou, as long as you're unable to leave here under your own strength, there's no other choice but for me to leave. No, I was the one who interrupted you. This isn't an apology for before, but since you were in the middle of watching, I'll wash your hair for you. You would do that for me? Yeah, I know. Can't move my lower half, but I can still use both my arms perfectly well. Yeah, there. That is true. Washing my hair by myself takes quite some time. Then, may I ask for your assistance? Great. Then Ryder, come sit here, and I'll make sure to have your back to me. There is a chair here. Okay. Nope, that's a wash basin. You're stuck? How misleading. If you use too much force, you'll break it. Oh, shit. Well then, should I use my nails to tear the flesh from my bottom out of it? Why? There's no other way. Stop that and think it over more. Right, you can use the soap to slide out. This is some audio. Would it not be faster just to cut myself? You can't cut your neck or your ass. Cutting yourself isn't cool. Is your butt okay, Ryder? Thanks to your quick thinking, it is unharmed. And we can show the CG again, but I'm not going to show. This shape. This is definitely a chair this time. That's right. Wait, don't turn this way. Don't have any legs. Back, away! Sure, though I don't mind either way. I mind. Just turn your back this way. Shit. Okay, then, her head wanders above the forest of bottles. Saber, Tosaka, and Sakura each have their own shampoo. Shit. And even Illya and Fujini, who aren't even living here, have their own bottles in this confusing mess. Mine is the beige one. The one that's third from the right? Is this it? No, for the left. Over two more, is that it? Feels like this is it. Here. Somehow it feels kind of like steering by remote control. Alright then, I'm a bit nervous. Or maybe that was Shirou, I don't know. Totally going out of whack. As I add water to her silky smooth hair, it sparkles like silver threads weaved together. They say a woman's hair is her life. In this case, isn't it only natural to obsess over the best shampoo to make it shine? Fussing over things like scalp care, water retention, 100% all-natural or drug-free coating. Probably all the more so for Ryder since her hair is so long and pretty. Is something the matter, Shirou? Stupid, I'm self-conscious. Isn't this body soap? Yeah, I use that one for everything. Crazily sports-minded. I was just thinking it sounds like a dude. What are you using to wash your hair? I believe that it should be sufficient for being around the house, but is there something wrong with that? There should be a limit to how roughly you treat yourself. Her hair is already so nice. It's a waste to treat it like this. For goodness sake. Ryder, can you grab the third and fourth bottles from the left? This belongs to Rin, does it not? As landlord, I'll permit you to borrow it for today. Just for this one time, I will thoroughly wash Ryder's hair using Tosaka's expensive-looking shampoo. I squirt the liquid into my palm. Considering that she has such long hair, I wonder how much shampoo I should use. Well, using too much shouldn't be a problem. It's better to over than under in my experience. Alright, I'm going to start from the scalp. I'll leave it to you. Ryder stiffens her body. Did the feeling of the cool shampoo startle her? Shampoo spreads out as it permeates into her hair and begins to foam with my fingers. When I see it in my hands like this, you really do have an amazing amount of hair. Indeed, and the weight increases as it absorbs water. Would it be easier to understand if I said it was like having another person clinging to your head? Wow, that's surreal. Washing this by yourself must take a while, right? Well, yes. I do not mind if you're a bit rougher, by the way. You may also stop midway if your hands get tired, since you will have to wait for the petrification to wear off. Idiot. If I did, then we both catch colds. I will not catch cold. As you can see, this body is made differently than normal humans. What? That was a joke. My body's outward appearance is no different than that of a human. I mean, I get it. Show me. Is my body really so unsightly? Huh? No, it is nothing. I just thought about that as an apology. I would do something to please you. You don't have to worry so much about it. Since this is my fault to begin with, it feels weird to receive an apology. But, besides, washing your hair is pretty fun. Washing my hair? This is my first time washing someone else's hair, and washing it this much has merit in and of itself. What about you, Ryder? Doesn't it feel good to have someone else wash your hair? That is... While listening to Ryder's voice leak out close by, I gently rub her scalp with the pads of my fingers. I changed the tempo of my fingers as if petting a cat, amusing myself with Ryder's reactions. Indeed, having my hair washed by you feels good. I see. That's good then. Twisting my upper body, I scoop up the hair that's flowing onto the floor. Hanging the hair onto my left arm, I worked up a lather by combing it out repeatedly with my fingers. Like handling a loom, I kept weaving a magical satin threads. Since the foam was soaked up quite quickly, I would add more shampoo from time to time. I feel like I've used quite a bit of Tosaka's shampoo, but since there's so much hair, it can't be helped. Are there any places that itch, madame? No, not in particular. You're like a beautician. Yeah, I managed to get the hang of this. What about you, Shirou? Does your waist hurt with such a posture? Yeah, I'll be fine. My bottom half is firmly rooted in place. It's kind of like I'm just sitting down. Is that so? You're doing moans here, by the way, that I'm not gonna do. There we go. Before I knew it, the weaving loom suddenly changes into a music box. Ryder's hair seemed to stretch on forever, and the music seemed to last just as long. Something tickles the palm of my hand. Shit. I'm working several different things right now, sorry. The foam-covered hair slipped from my fingers and I saw unexpected movement. Huh? Following some kind of rhythm, the hair finally flows off from my arms. Reluctantly, I stop the performance and stretch out my hands as if to gather the sounds that fell. Whoa. However, the hair continues to squirm away as if it had suddenly come to life. I chase after the hair as it moves from right to left and back again. Shit. And then I noticed it wasn't just the one bundle of hair. Around me, all of the hair was dancing. That tickles, Shirou. I can wash my own body. Huh? You're pretty bold to touch even there. What? I'm not. Where's this perverted hair going? Like trying to grab eels. No matter how much I grab it, the hair's always reels free. Wasn't Medusa's hair? So they were startled because of the shampoo? What? Oh. No, perhaps they're embarrassed to have Shirou touching them so tenderly? Ryder smiles and giggles in a good mood. I, on the other hand, am busy grabbing at the slithering hair with both hands, not having a clue of what to do here. I'm literally eating foam. Ryder. Sorry, but this is a little... Well, what should I do? After all, I can't see anything. Aren't you the one controlling all this? No, of course not. In truth, Shirou, aren't you just using my hair as an excuse to touch me? Oh, hey. Hello, Mr. Bot. I wish I knew how to get rid of you. Oh, wait, is it this one? Whatever. Even though we understand this, it's still so cruel. Well, whatever. I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I extend my arm to the direction her hair escapes to, but instead of grabbing, I lift it. And then, when just as it's about to slip away, I quickly grab it and lift it once more with my entire arm. Basically, it's like handling snakes. There. How's that? As my arms are insufficient, I provide my back as a destination for the hair as well. Whenever the hair stops moving, I stop as well. I dubiously twist my body like a snake charmer and do my best to get used to the sensation of touching it. But how am I supposed to start washing the hair again like this? Perhaps I'm finally realizing the struggles I was facing, Marge's body shakes from the laughter she's restraining. Can you really not see anything? Yes, that's why I will not notice no matter which part of me you look at. I'm telling you I'm not looking. I know. Her hair escapes from my fingers and changes direction, this time aiming for my shoulders. The hair covered in shampoo feels like less like snakes and more like long tentacles as they lick against my skin. Before I knew it, my whole arm was wrapped by hair. Ryder, I can't wash your hair like this. The waterlogged hair was heavy. It couldn't move up my arm very far. Instead, it has been twining and coiling around my abdomen and chest. My body involuntarily bends back. Suddenly, an indescribably pleasant feeling bursts forth from the center of my body. Ryder's hair was softly dashing against me, licking along my spine. That's some face you're making. That's odd. I feel as though I am drunk. What? Well, I'm unable to move with the top half sealed by hair and the bottom half by stone, Ryder leans her back against me. I should not become tipsy or drunk no matter how much alcohol I drink, though. I see. Maybe it's because of Tosaka? Did Rin do something? It is her shampoo. In your hair. She once told me that the hair of a female mage is their final trump card. And also that the ribbons used to tie it are suitable magical artifacts. So Tosaka's shampoo might have something special in. Ugh. The ends of Ryder's hair start to peck at the recesses of my armpits and nip at my sides. They're slimy and ticklish. It feels so good that I'm getting excited. I'm relieved that it didn't cause any embarrassing physiological phenomenon, thanks to the fact that my lower half has been turned to stone. I see. That is a good idea. What is? Instead of doing nothing while you're washing my hair, I'll wash your body. It is two birds with one stone. Again, crazily sports-minded. Unless it's something else. Wait, that's too... Yeah. The tightly packed flesh-like hair is stuffing its cheeks with my fingers, licking between them, swallowing them deeply and spitting them out. This is bad. I feel like something forbidden is occurring here. Please let me hear more, Shirou. The music box and cylinder exchange roles. The gears keep moving. My entire body is covered by comb teeth with caress that fully stimulates the tips of my nerves, scattered throughout, drawing out immodest sounds from me. So... The gears keep moving. In this bathroom, shrouded in steam, I discover sounds from a place in me I had never known, and my mind goes blank from the shame and excitement. Not yet. Just your voice is not enough. Show me more of your face, Shirou. Is Ryder also feeling more drunk from improved blood circulation? My eyes narrow comfortably as my head falls against Ryder. Shirou, that's my... I reach out my hand to support myself as I start losing consciousness, but my fingers unintentionally arrive at something soft. Reaching out to anything I could, my unstable fingers dig into something soft. Shirou. I'm gonna start getting flattered if it gives any more like this. Is Ryder looking for an anchor to tether her consciousness to as well? She rubs my head, swaying it from side to side. The eyes faintly pink, her white throat bends back defensively, exposing in the undulation of the skin there, as if lusting after even the smallest amount of air. My reasoning blanks out completely. If this continues... Yeah, there it is. This should be fine. Ryder takes over and starts applying the shampoo herself. Lubricated, the snake's nest detectively writhe even more sensually. I'm not gonna moan on stream for this. Although so soft, the pleasure is so intense it feels as though it could tear my entire body apart. All my body senses sharpen to the extent that I feel her hair rubbing my inner thigh, despite the fact that I should have no feeling there due to the petrification. I grit my teeth to the point of grinding them down. My mind continues to blank out as though being boiled. My brain feels like it's evaporating at this rate. Abruptly and shamefully, I lose consciousness. And that's it. Wakened by the sound of the water, I realized that I had fallen onto the floor. I had been freed from the clutches of her hair at some point without realizing it. Damn it, Ryder. Have you regained consciousness, Shirou? What? My eyesight has recovered. Oh, I see. So, will my petrification continue too? No. Breaker Gorgon is still active. My loss of eyesight was only temporary. You should recover from your state of petrification soon as well. Just as Ryder says, I can feel my senses returning around my knees. I still can't move them, but at this rate I should be able to walk soon. Yeah, sorry I stopped while washing your hair halfway. No, I took the joke too far as well. But, Shirou? Ryder averts her eyes in embarrassment. I look down at the lower part of my body, which has returned to normal, is now... I quickly cover myself with a nearby pail. But the pail was filled with cold water. The strain of the thermal contraction covered me in fissures all the way to my brain, and everything in front of me turns pure white at the sudden sense of recovery. I sure have been acting pathetically this whole time. No, that's not it! This is... this part of me just because I'm... Okay. So it's not that I'm responding specifically to you. Okay? It is troubling for me if you keep staring at me like that. Sorry. No, it's fine. But Ryder, you don't seem to mind even if I do see you. No. Whether human or heroic spirit, in the end, as long as I am trapped in the body of a woman, it is difficult to overcome the nature of my honor, of my karma. What? Because you treated me so well, I recalled something like that. That's... What kind of thing? No. My mouth hangs agape at her unexpected reply. Thank you for everything today. If there's a chance in the future, let's do this again. After drying her hair, Retta quickly stands up. She smoothly passes by me with her magnificently balanced limbs swishing back and forth like snakes, while I watch her with dumbstruck eyes. Her long and wet hair flowing behind her brushed my shoulder in farewell. Oops, shit, I don't need this anymore. Yeah. A few minutes later, I recover completely from petrification. That's strange. Maybe because Rita's hair caressed my entire body, or maybe because of Chosaka shampoo, or there's a strange, itchy sensation lingering on my body. The mere touch of my shirt on my skin gives me a weird sensation. Senpai, have you finished your bath? Just by gently raising my shoulder, it feels like countless ants ran through my body from that spot. I involuntarily squat down and hug my body to restrain the innumerable legs writhing under my skin. Senpai? Sakura places the palm of her hand on my back, and I feel an electric shock so strong, my spine is about to break out into a dance. I instantly swerved my body back like a toy with a spring coil. Sakura slid her finger atop my chest. Sakura! Hysteric screech out unconsciously from my throat by the itchiness that was gradually tearing my body in half. Sakura, don't touch me yet! Oh, okay. My skin is super sensitive. Sorry about that. That was alright. Oh. Can I ask what happened? Yeah, I guess my skin didn't mix well with the new soap I bought. Something like that? I see. Maybe if I just rest a bit more. Senpai? Sakura? You're getting that dark Sakura look in your eyes. Yeah. Senpai? No way. How interesting. Like you know something. I catch a glimpse of something like a wicked expression on Sakura. Good night, Sakura. Senpai? What a nice smell. It really stirs up my sadistic side. Makes me remember the dream from that day when grandfather on his deathbed. What? Oh, yeah. Let the strange bequest should lead the world around by its nose. What was her voice again? I got Shirou screams on her radar, like the sound of tearing silk. What happened? What happened? So this uneven combination. Eh? What? Shirou, catch me! Illya, stop! What was that, Shirou? Your big sis has no memories of raising you to be that kind of kid. Senpai? Sakura, these two. Unfair, me too. Why? Ryder, help! I have nothing to do with this. My lifeguard is... You won't get away, Shirou. Get ready to fire. You mean that, Taiga? Alrighty. The killing technique of the archery club. Top Einsburn. Yahoo! Anya-chan! After Fujini grabs Illya's ankle, she spins her around and releases her like a shot from a hammer throw. That has nothing to do with archery! Ew. I got Shirou. Stop already. Why? Why? Don't imitate me. Carried away, Illya mounts me like a horse and tickle, tickle. I can't take it anymore. Senpai isn't moving anymore. Oh, Shirou, KO'd by fainting. How shameful. And that was the right or bad scene I've been talking about. Anyway. What is this? Hold on. Okay, so getting the permission from the temple isn't available right now. Who is this? What is this? With someone? I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, date. Okay. I don't remember doing these other ones, but okay. We'll go to Shinto. Now we're getting into new shit, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I promised Tosaka we'd go on a date sometime. The weather's nice, so maybe today would be good. Hey Tosaka, she's not here? What's up with that? I wonder as I absentmindedly pace next to her door. And... Oops, shit, what was that? Just all sorts of shit going on. Oh hey, that reminds me. I hope that worked. Alright. Senpai? Didn't Nissan go back to her house? Ah, yeah, that's right. Thanks, Sakura. Looks like she went straight home after we ate. Just my luck. Do you have some business with Nissan? Nah, it's nothing. It's just... I was thinking of settling a debt with Tosaka. Could it be that Nissan has borrowed some money from you, Senpai? My mouth hangs open in the air at the ridiculous suggestion. Wouldn't it make more sense for me to be the one borrowing money? I wonder if she's alright. Sakura tilts her head in thought. I head for the living room. I'll call Tosaka's house and ask her over the phone. Naturally, I'm quite nervous. Yes, this is Tosaka. Don't surprise me like that, Tosaka. You called me, Emiya-kun. Somehow she sounds somewhat vague and evasive. Fortunately, there's no one around to overhear me, but I can cover the receiver and whisper into it anyway. Well, Tosaka, are you free today? Well, for now. So you want to head over to Shinto for some fun? You know, the death thing we talked about? Okay, that's fine with me. What time? Really? Then let's meet in front of Shinto Station at 11. Yeah, okay. See you later, Emiya-kun. Tosaka accepted that invitation awfully quickly. It's unlike her to accept it without complaint, and that worries me. But a promise is a promise. Going out for a bit. On a date with friend. What? Why are you here all of a sudden? You didn't hear that, did you? Yeah, but just barely. You sounded like you were enjoying yourself, so I suppose it was Rin. Yeah, well... It's true, but what am I going to do if Saber finds out? If you're worried about Saber, it seems to have returned... she seems to have returned to her room. Unusually, she seems to have taken a book out with her. I see. I guess there's no need to talk to her then. First, I need to worry about the day with Tosaka. Well then, have a nice date, Shirou. Do not concern yourself with the affairs here. I shall inform Sakura that you will be back in the evening. Cool, thanks. See ya. Tosaka must be running late. It's just about 11 o'clock. It's difficult to contact each other once we've both gone out. There's nothing I can do except wait for her to arrive. But it's times like these that I really wish I did have a cell phone. Well, can't be helped if she's a little late. She seemed pretty half-hearted about it over the phone, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that she'd make me wait. I also remember this one from earlier, but I also don't know if I haven't done it yet or not, so whatever. I use the time to plan out what we should do. What movies are out? Fate Zero, Tiger Dojo, what the hell? They're really screening that? Let's see what else there is to do. Let's watch a movie, have lunch, maybe head over to the beachside park after. It'd be nice if there were better picnic spots or amusement parks in the area, but I can't really think of any other. Wait, 20 minutes already? Now she's just late. I'll call my place to make sure. Maybe she left a message for me? Oh, they got rid of some of the payphones. Those are getting pretty hard to find lately. I managed to locate a phone booth. Let's see. Yes, this is the Emmy residence. Oh, the Emmy residence? Sakura? It's me. Yeah? Is that you, Senpai? I thought you'd gone out. What happened? Nah, I'm just checking up on something. You haven't heard anything from Tosaka by chance, have you? No, I haven't had any word from Nissan. Shouldn't she be still at home? Okay. Yeah, sorry for bothering you. I returned the receiver to its cradle. Maybe it's her from Tosaka. At this point, I might as well just call her house again. If you can't get a hold of her, I suppose I could take it to mean that she's already on her way. In that house, something as sensible as an answering machine would be... Actually, I think she does have one. I can leave her a message, so that way even if we end up missing each other. Yes, this is Tosaka. Wait. How could she be picking up on the phone? Hey, this is Emmy. You... Tosaka, right? Of course. Who else do you think would answer my phone? That's true. Look, Tosaka, what time is it over there? 11:25. We were supposed to be meeting at 11 in Shinto. I hear a faint intake of breath. That's weird. Breathing sounds ragged. The clocks in my house aren't very accurate. Hey, are you alright, Tosaka? You sound strange. Is something wrong? Strange? No, it's nothing like that. Just then I hear the sound of something collapsing. A chill goes down my spine and turns my stomach. Hey, Tosaka, are you okay? I'm fine, I just felt no big... Tosaka's voice in the line grows fainter and fainter until suddenly I hear a sharp thud. Did Tosaka drop the receiver? Tosaka? Hey, say something. What happened? There's nothing but silence on the other end. Damn it! I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like Tosaka's fainted at home. That much is certain. I hate to think about it, but she's been attacked by someone. I slam down the receiver and run to the bus stop. Before I have time to think about it, my body moves on its own. I impatiently drop the bus fare into the coin slot before jumping off and running at full tilt towards Tosaka's house. In the worst case scenario, I'll probably have to call an ambulance. No. Since her house also serves as a workshop, she really shouldn't want outsiders in there. If it's more than I can handle on my own, I'll have to call Sakura or Saber for backup. I run up the hill. I haven't trained enough. I'm already out of breath. Tosaka's voice sounded odd this morning. If only I'd noticed sooner. A terrible image crosses my mind. What am I thinking? That runs on cannon. I don't need any more things to worry about. For now, I should hurry to see whether she's safe. I'm finally here. Tosaka, I'm coming in! I force the door open. With all the noise I'm making, she should come out and pummel me with angry words. Or not. I made it inside without having to break the front door down. Practically falling through the open doorway ahead of me, I rushed inside. The phone's receiver is dangling on the floor. Tosaka? The red furniture creates a momentary illusion that everything is covered in blood. I scan the room. There she is, lying on her back on the sofa in the center of the room. First, to check for obvious bleeding or injuries. There are no noticeable wounds, but in case there are any internal traumas, I should be careful moving her. No. Is she even conscious to begin with? Hey, Tosaka. I timidly call out to her. Emergency first aid dictates that I should call to her loudly and check for a verbal response. Maintain her airway and quickly call for an ambulance. As if my voice woke her, Tosaka raises her head and tries to get up. But all her strength leaves her again before she can, and she drops back onto the sofa. Emmy-kun, what are you doing here? Because you collapsed in the middle of a phone call, for heaven's sake. Don't you remember? Right. I was getting ready to go out, you know, and I came back for a second too. She's barely a shadow of her usual assertive self. Her replies are faint and inarticulate, as if a severe bout of memory loss has overtaken her. Thanks for coming to pick me up. You better get going or we'll be late. Tosaka makes another attempt to get up, but I can see her arm trembling as she tries to push herself up. This isn't good. She can't even stand. I lean close to Tosaka and put one hand on her forehead. I thought so. You're still not well, are you? As I expected, her forehead is hot. With a fever this bad, it's no wonder she passed out once she pushed herself too far. And since she fainted at school once before this, I'm sure she's feeling pretty bad. It must have happened again today since she was walking around in this chill. But it looks like as though she's feeling better. It's just a fever then, and though Tosaka would probably get mad at me for saying that, I'm glad it's not really nasty unless there's some kind of injury. Amika, what are you sighing for? No, just feeling relieved. All the way here I was praying that you hadn't been attacked or something. I swear, I was fine this morning. You should be able to just shake off something like this. For the third time, Tosaka tries to get up. A stubborn, sick patient insisting she's in perfect health. That's what she is. If that were true, you wouldn't be at this day, Tosaka. You have a cold. Never mind the day for today. But I couldn't possibly cancel it after you went out of your way to invite me, Amika. Don't worry about that. I'll play nurse for you today instead. How about that? Even if she's sick, I originally planned to spend the day with Tosaka. I don't know what her own stubbornness will lead her to do if I leave her alone, so I'd better keep close. Alright, rest for today, so you can... Then we're agreed. Now you can't walk, can you? Let me get you to bed. I slide my hands under Tosaka's body. Then, like I did in school last time, I lift her up in my arms. What are you doing, Shirou? Can't you see I'm carrying you? It's not like this is the first time I've done it. Last time it was in front of what felt like half the school, too. That was pretty embarrassing. Compared to that, nothing... doing this in Tosaka's house, far from the public eye, is no big deal. Until I consider I'm carrying her to her bedroom. I feel like a newlywed carrying his bride over the threshold. What's that look at me, kid? Nothing. Holding Tosaka in my arms, I carefully make my way through the house. Still nervous, my hand ends up at her neck. A fevered blush on Tosaka's face makes her look embarrassed, which only heightens my attention. There we are. You okay, Tosaka? I set her on the bed. While I'm at it, I take off her shoes and leave them by the side. So she wears her shoes inside the house here. Talk about Western style. Let's have the gawking for later. Do you think you can sleep? If you don't feel well, I think it'd be for the best. I just need to lie down for a little, then I'll be fine. Is it your crest again? When she collapsed at the school, she told me that her magic crest was the cause, but this time seems to be different. I don't think it's just the crest this time. This time I just fell under the weather. The crest would be easier to deal with than this, though. Stress from all that traveling must have caught up with you. You've had a lot on your plate since you came home. Damn it all. This is the second time I fainted in front of you, too. How pathetic. But aren't you glad that it was me you fainted in front of? Think of it as a silver lining. What do you mean? If it were Sakura or Saber, they'd have worried themselves to death. Either of those two would have gotten so upset that they'd only make the situation worse. I guess, Tosaka manages a weak smile in agreement. If it had been Ryuta-kun who'd seen me faint, I'd be done for. Come on, that's mean. Issei would take care of you just as well. I suppose I can count on him to at least say a suture for me. Well, it'd be better than showing any weakness in front of Shinji. That'd be really awful. Yeah. Who knows what he'd do? She's playing tough, but I can hear the fatigue in her voice. Just idly chatting like this to tired her out. I think you'd better go to sleep, Tosaka. I hardly need you to tell me that. Emiya-kun? The way she's looking at me with her face all red, I'm lying on the bed fully dressed on top of it. Oh, I get it. But if she's going to sleep, she needs to get changed first. Do you want me to help you change or anything? Helping a weakened Tosaka change clothes. Assuming she has indeed weakened that far, taking off her clothes would be overly stimulating, and her complete lack of resistance would make this suggestive, so it'd be very bad for me. What are you thinking, Shirou? You're right, we need to get another girl. Let me go call Sakura or one of the others. Maybe Fujini. Sudden silence descends upon the room. Sakura's her sister, after all. We can count on her at a time like this. I'm fine. No need to call Sakura. For something as simple as changing and wiping the sweat down. Oh, good. Wait, that's not good at all. Jeez. Either way, it's a bad idea for me to be in this room right now. I can't think of a good excuse for making that suggestion. Flustered, I stand up from my chair, filling my head with a list of things I need to do in order to take care of Tosaka. I'll go get some water and a basin from downstairs. Okay, there's an ice pack in that dresser over there. I open the door she indicates and finds a rubber insulated ice pack inside. I hope she'll be done by the time I fill it with ice. Looking at the time, I see that it's past noon. Oh, it's just about lunchtime. Tosaka, do you feel like eating anything? Maybe just a little. I don't think I could stomach anything greasy. Then I'll borrow your kitchen for a bit. I'll make you something light. Well then, I use Tosaka's kitchen and make her lunch. Then return to her room with the things I'll need for her in her hand. I'm coming in, Tosaka. Go ahead. I'm done changing. My breath catches ever so slightly in my throat. The unusual sight of a pajama-clad figure before me is making my heart pound. So how are you feeling? A little better than before. You got quite a load there. I have the ice pack jammed under my arm. Since my hands are occupied by the tray with her lunch on it, I don't see any other way I could have carried it. Tosaka's sitting on the bed looking across from the room at me. She doesn't look like she's feeling any better yet. Here's your ice pack. Oh, I didn't bring any cold medicine. Should I run out and get some? No need for that. I already made some of my family's traditional stuff. Tosaka mentioning homemade medicine brings to mind a rather interesting scene. Taking that and then resting for the remainder of the day will cure me. Taking that and resting for the remainder of the day will cure me of pretty much any cold. Furthermore, I'm accustomed to the earth of this estate, so if worse comes to worse, you can always go down to the basement and... That means you better get proper nutrition. You have some? You want some? Hoping to cut off any potentially disturbing description of what she plans to do down there, I offer her the tray. Tosaka eyes me dubiously, as if wondering what on earth I put on this tray. Emiya-kun, what's the stuff you made? Oatmeal. Just as I feared, she immediately frowns in displeasure. So the standard formula of oatmeal prepared for the sick equals tasteless is one known even to Tosaka. You would mean... I'm gonna give this my best non-German knowing try. Haferflocken soup by chance, would you? You mean oatmeal porridge with a milk base? I thought about it, figured you wouldn't like it. You need something a little different. I tried adding turnip and green onions, making it something closer to a porridge consum. I confidently present my dish to Tosaka. The gentle aroma of the consum, subtly different from oatmeal, fills the air. It's clear from a glance that it's a grain porridge. Taking the spoon in her hand, Tosaka stares hard at the dish. Is there some kind of oatmeal-related trauma in her past, or is she wary of food she's never tried before? Bringing the spoon to her mouth, Tosaka sends intermittent looks my way as she swallows the porridge. This is pretty good. Sorry, it's just something I whipped up at random. It's not as nourishing as milk-based porridge would be, but it's supposed to aid your digestion. Alone together and bickering over oatmeal. Who would have thought our lunch date would go like this? Well, I suppose eating homemade porridge served in your own bedroom is more soothing than a meal at a Shinto restaurant. Fine. I'll acknowledge your cooking skills this time, Emi-kun. Just you wait. Next time you catch cold, I'll be the one to surprise you with my ability. Your ability to make oatmeal? Shut up about oatmeal already. When you get sick, I'll show you how the 3,000 years of history behind Chinese food makes the best for an ill person. That's where the saying, medicine and proper diet are essentials for a healthy body, will come to Shirou's rescue. And just when I thought her great plan for revenge had her fired up, Tosaka's spoon clinks against a nearby empty dish as he sets it down. Maybe I made too much for her to finish. Thanks for the meal I made, kid. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sorry for using up the stuff in your kitchen. That's okay. I'm the one who got to eat it after all. After I tidy away your dish and utensils, I seat myself at the side of the bed. Well then, should probably be in the mood for a cup of tea after that. Guess I'll go make some tea now. I'll be borrowing your kitchen again, Tosaka. In that case, please make it the chamomile tea, Emi-kun. Got it, I say as I stand up and pick up her tableware. Maybe some of this gallantry is rubbing off on me as I take care of Tosaka here. Well, not that this is much different from what I normally do. Just hearing that she had a cold put me in a completely different mental state. I could put my parental instincts coming to the forefront, or it could be that Tosaka's helplessness makes her seem so cute. If her cold continued on forever, she would... Nah, no way. Having Tosaka stay sweet and modest would definitely not be good. Asking for chamomile must mean she wants to rest. I'll recall the knowledge of herbs she taught me as I get out a light blue teacup. Once Tosaka's asleep, I'll have Sakura come take my place. Having a man getting around the way when her various nightly affairs need tending to would be a bad idea. I'm coming in, Tosaka. Tosaka doesn't answer. Maybe she's already dozed off. I slowly push the door open, I'll admit with Tosaka's flushed face. Has she taken a turn for the worse? Thanks, Emi-kun. Here you go. After you've drank it, how about getting some sleep? I'll stay here with you until then. I'll watch over you until you fall asleep. Saying that to the normal Tosaka would only earn me a reply of what the heck, or before she'd bust out laughing. She gulps down her herbal tea. The cold may be sapping her strength today, but I'm sure by this time tomorrow she'll be back to her usual, fearless, confident, energetic self. Man, that's too bad. Emi-kun, you prefer ladylike girls, don't you? Tosaka's uncannily sharp remark completely takes me by surprise. But of course she may look weak, but Tosaka's still Tosaka. You have a weakness for girly girls like Sakura and Illya. Could it be because of your parental instincts? You may be onto something, normally, but I prefer you when you're well to how you are now, Tosaka. I speak honestly from the heart. Ladylike, she says. Anyway, forget that. What kind of jerk would take pleasure in seeing someone else sick? Even when she's back to normal and working so hard that today seems like a day off by comparison, seeing Tosaka in sound health will make me a lot happier. So you're satisfied with just that, Emi-kun? Tosaka's slightly red face turned this way, her eyes watching me attentively. The room fills with both silence and the aroma of the herbal tea we've been drinking. Well, I suppose I'll have to get better right away so we can go out tomorrow. Sure, if you spend the time with me. But it'd be nice if you didn't give me the reason to panic like today ever again. It's bad for my heart. You're right about that. I mean, you're dead again too.
This isn't good. Borrowing has to be done systematically. Time passes slowly as we sit quietly, intermittently raising our cups to our lips. This stuff really works. Looks like the herbs Tosaka has in her house really work to make you... sleepy. Emi-kun, thank you so much for today. That wasn't anything. You don't need to worry about returning the favor or anything like that either. You're gonna sleep now? Yeah. I get up to my feet and pull the blanket over her. Her head is turned sideways, looking in my direction. I know Tosaka's stealing glances this way. Although her eyes were downcast, I can feel them on me. What's wrong, Tosaka? Well, you've already done so much to help out today, Emi-kun, so... This will be my last request. Those words make my heart throb. That memory of last request falls from her lips, shining wetly in the reddened face cradled by her pillow. Well, I don't suppose I could turn her down if it's her last one. Then, can you give me a good night kiss? Wait, that's all? A good night kiss is just a momentary peck on the forehead or cheek. It's hardly even worth making a request for. Wait. Did Tosaka just ask me to kiss her? Well, are you sure? But even though I've given you one before, you've never kissed me, Emi-kun. Yeah, but... The times when Tosaka's kissed me were almost all surprise, if not to say violent, attacks. I've never kissed her myself. My heart is throbbing so hard now, it's really painful. It's not as if this is as stressful as magecraft. Unlike the particular art, there's no chance I'll die a horrible death if I get this one wrong. Though I wouldn't make a mistake in the first place. But if I kiss Tosaka, somehow I feel like I might have a different sort of near-death experience. Got it. Here goes. I somehow got stiff as a board, but not in that earlier way. A strange tension suddenly overtakes me, making my movements jerky. Now that it's come to this, it'd be best to just close my eyes, and let my lips take Tosaka else anywhere. Even if it were on her lips, that would be fine. I open my eyes just a crack, letting a ray penetrate the darkness. In my field of vision leaps Tosaka's face, and even as the tension threatens to suffocate me, I bring my lips ever closer. I softly brush her skin, ever so slightly tinged with sweat. I break away immediately, letting that kiss linger would be good. All done, Tosaka. I give it a 6.5. Ugh! Tosaka raises her face to sternly inform me of my score. Don't close your eyes when you do it. I had no idea where you were trying to kiss me at first. It feels really weird if you bring your face close to someone with your teeth chattering that way. Easy for you to say. Aren't you troubling yourself? I probably was. That was my first after all. First kiss with me is the initiator, she means. I fight the urge to rub my lips with my fingers. I feel like her taste might still be lingering there. If you're this energetic, you might be nearly back to normal already. I feel like a fool for getting so worried about you. I suppose having you here to make fun of helped bring my vitality back. Good night, Emi-kun. Try for a higher score next time you do it. She smiles up at me from the bed. Oh well. I already knew I'm no match for Tosaka in matters like this. Then I'll come check on you one more time after I'm done with washing the dishes. I'll try and sleep until nightfall, so you can go home now. Don't worry about it. Well, if you need help tonight, I'll call for Saber or Sakura. No, I'll be fine, Tosaka replies. Judging by how she looks now, a little rest should be enough to get her back in perfect health. After she's done dozing off, I add one last remark. Consider your debt settled with that last kiss. It's alright. What you did for me this time falls under the heading of special privileges for the sick. So we'll settle it some other time. With a sigh, Tosaka's breath falls slow and silent. Already asleep. Or at least pretending to in order to reassure me. It's fine either way. I stand up and let one last backward glance at Tosaka before I head back to the kitchen. I stayed in Tosaka's living room until dusk. I left behind a note telling her to contact me if anything should happen. Good night, Tosaka. I'll see you tomorrow. Or tonight, if you'd prefer. With that parting remark, I leave the house. It would be nice if we can go on a real date next time without any accidents like this. Alright. Oop. Oh, cool. A bunch of wallpapers. Oh, it already went over to the morning. Okay. Well, that's fine, because I think I want to cut it down. A lot of review today, which is unfortunate. I think it was actually all review, so that's... Maybe we can skip uploading this. Well, there was that other thing. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's already up on Twitch. Let's see the things we got. I think I already had all these. Maybe not that one. That's cool. Nice. And did I have that one? I think I did. Okay. I like looking at them. They're fun. Emma. Yeah, just this one. Wow. 4,000 yen. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's a future thing problem. Okay. So the reason it's been going like this, aside from the fact that it's kind of an old, unstable game, is I think there's at least like 2 or 3 different places that I have save files for, and I've tried to consolidate them by just launching from one place. But I think it does get confused sometimes about what we have or have not done. Previously, there was a time in which I completely lost my save, and I was able to get it back through shenanigans. I don't really remember. But that did remind me that I do need to re-stash. I don't really remember what it's called. But I need to back up my save again, just in case something like this happens again. And I need to have another episode of just things that I've already done again. But that's a future me problem. So, until then, hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, rest of your week. Make sure to take care of yourselves, and back up your files. Especially if you're playing really old games. Yeah, take care. Bye!